Welcome all. Today we are discussing the Communal Award of 1932, which was an important but controversial step taken by the British government. It was announced on 16 August 1932 by Ramsay MacDonald, who was the Prime Minister of Britain at that time. This award was based on the recommendations of Indian Franchise Committee, that committee also known as Lothian Committee. The main aim was to decide how different communities in India would be represented in the political system. However, this decision followed the British policy of divide and rule. Earlier, separate electorates had already been given to Muslims, Sikh, and Christians, but this award extended that system to many more groups, increasing divisions in Indian society. So instead of uniting Indians, the communal award created more separations and became a major issue in the freedom struggle. Let us now look at the main features of communal award. The most important feature was the extension of separate electorates. This means that the people of each community would vote separately for their own representatives. This system, which was earlier limited to Muslims and a few groups, was now extended to many more communities, including the depressed classes, Anglo Indians, and Europeans. Another important provision was the number of seats in provincial legislature was increased and giving more representation to different groups. Women were also given around 3% reservation in most provinces. The award also provided special representation to groups like laborers, landlords, traders, and industrialists. In addition, the British introduced the concept of weightage, where certain minorities were given more seats than their population percentage. For example, in Punjab, Sikh had smaller population but were given a large number of seats. All these provisions made the system more complex and divided representation on communal lines. One of the most controversial aspects of the communal award was related to depressed classes, who are now known as Dalit. The British treated them as separate minority and gave them separate electorates. This meant that they would elect their own representatives separately, which was a significant political change. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar supported this idea because he believed it would give proper political representation and protection to the depressed classes who had been historically oppressed. Other leaders like Madan Mohan Malaviya were also involved in discussions on this issue. However, many leaders in the National Congress were worried. They felt that treating the depressed classes as a separate political group would divide Hindu society and weaken the unity of the nationalist movement. So, this issue created serious debates and differences among Indian leaders. Mahatma Gandhi strongly opposed the provision of separate electorates for depressed classes. He believed that this would permanently divide Hindu society and weaken the unity needed for the freedom struggle. To protest against this decision, Gandhi took a very serious step. While he was in Yerwada jail, he began a fast unto death on 20 September 1932. This created a sense of urgency and concern across the country. As a result, negotiations began between Hindu leaders and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. After intense discussions, both sides reached an agreement known as Pune Pact. And according to this Pune Pact, separate electorates for the depressed classes were removed. Instead, they were given reserved seats in joint electorates. And this compromise aimed to ensure representation without dividing society completely. Thus, Gandhi's fast and the Pune Pact played a crucial role in modifying the Communal Award. The Communal Award had both the and drawbacks. On one hand, it increased political representation for different communities, including minorities and women. It also recognized the depressed classes as an important group needing representation. However, the drawbacks were more serious. The award was based on the idea that India was not a single nation but a collection of separate communities. This strengthened the British policy of divide and rule. It encouraged communal thinking and political divisions among Indians. Instead of uniting people against British rule, it created conflicts between different groups. It also weakened the sense of national unity, which was very important for the freedom struggle. In the long run, such policies contributed to communal tensions in India.